Ladies and gentlemen, no big preamble today. We've already talked about what Metroid is, and how it is, what it is, why it is. I've got my whole beaker of blood here. Would have been more appropriate for Castlevania, but we're not at Castlevania yet. So, no to both questions, Mook. Sorry to have disappointed you so thoroughly. Before we get before we get started, before we get shout-outs out, I do want to say shout-outs and thank you to me for putting this game on the list. Vigilant, Reggie Brock, Wraith X64, Permeus, Nerozaz, Sakage, Glorious Barbarian, Terrorsmith, Tormacris, D20 Archon, I'm Kilted 91, Two Minuets, Dante Bronson, Zachariah Jebediah, Ramble RHP, King Venomui, Fringe Philosopher, Dawn, Nidaz 1, Prika, Zen, Hive King, Mr. Red 97, Maskerman, Paladin MJ, Cycloud, The World's Best Pants, Techno's World 3, Gayporg, Zach WBR, Mr. Botland, Reptiles Blade, Ben Smack, Canada Bangs, Venters 616, Dream Whisperer, and Keone. Thank you all of you, as always, for continuing this dealer's block as we go. So, the last one of these we played was a substantial overhaul. This is not. This is not nearly as much of a remix. But we will see how it lines up compared to the original. Let's go ahead and erase that. Well, okay, let's just go ahead and start our first strafe. Whatever, doesn't matter. Wow, this is quiet. That is really quiet. Do you mind if I turn that up a bit? I can barely hear that. I know we always like to turn down the audio, but yikes. What in the world? That is really quiet. What is that at? It's at 5%. Okay. How's this sound right about here? I go a little bit higher, a little bit lower. How are we feeling? Maybe a little bit lower. How are we feeling about this? I can actually hear the freaking game now. God damn it. Well, clearly Dean Bedine hates this volume. Well, time to bow for several minutes. And then say thank you to Game Geek. Thank you, Game Geek, as always, for the sub. I will jot that down really quick. For Naruto, etc., DBZ Kakarot, and Tokyo Extreme Racing. Thank you, Dean. I am glad you've got a job again, and I hope things level out for you soon. Especially given the fact that we're pretty much all of us are about to get hit across the knees with a fairly large financial oomph. So I hope you're doing as well as you can be. What's actually funny, I think it's funny. I've been eating a lot more cheaply lately, but not on purpose. Like, it's coincidentally good, and it's a good habit to be in. But, like, I don't know. It's probably at least partially because things are just getting so much more expensive. Because, yeah, I don't know if you've been to the grocery store lately. Thank you again, Deepity, for real. Ugh. I'll put that towards the endless amount of payments I've had to make lately in order to make this move happen. Hi, Twister. So. If you'll notice, you may or may not notice. You got this, Maverick. Maybe. You don't. I'm sorry. I'm from the future. It's over. You may or may not notice two things that are different immediately. For those of you not familiar with Metroid, those two things are in the upper left and the upper right. So yeah, first of all, we have a mini-map. Just an honest-to-God mini-map up there. So that's nice. Second of all, you may or may not have even caught this, but when we spawned in, we spawned with 99 health. So, yeah, that's two fairly major things already fixed immediately. Yes, this is actually a IPS. This is an IPS fan patch as opposed to like the Zelda 2R thing, which I still hugely recommend, by the way. If you haven't played Zelda 2, the remaster we just played. But anyways, if that was a completely brand new game, this is an IPS patch. Speaking of which, we have a map too. It's not super fancy, but you can navigate it. See? Now, I'm not sure what the dots indicate in this particular map. This is Brinstar, obviously. But, like, up there, that's the route to Turian. Like, right there. Correct. There was 0 map in the original Metroid. Is there any dot down here? Because if that's bosses... Yeah, where are we? Yeah, that might be Kraid right there. Yeah, the map was on the graph paper we had sitting on the desk while we were playing. Anyways, you probably also didn't notice how much quicker the transitions are there. A change that we'll see if it has any major impact is the RNG has been changed in this version. So for those of you who don't know what that means, in the original Metroid, or the NES, that is to say, the English version specifically, the RNG was boring. And I even gave it several additional negatives for it because of how much of a knock-on effect that had so many other aspects of game design. Because if you wanted something, it sucks to be you. You know, you would have to sit there and farm enemies who may or may not drop anything when you needed to farm up missiles and when you need to farm up energy, right? And it was one of those problems, capital P problems, right? So you'd sit there farming up energy off of enemies that take too many hits to die, not getting enough stuff back because you'd restart with 30 health. Exactly, Mook. So already, just by virtue of the health thing, the capital P problem is probably removed. That's the main reason and motivation behind playing this version of the game, by the way, right there. Is this Metroid 1 but better? Is really the core element of the question here. There's a reason there's so many negatives already on the board. It's because all those negatives are the negatives for Metroid 1. And the positives, it's worth noting. Yeah, this might be a playable version of Metroid 1, which sounds like an insult. And it kind of is. For being totally honest with ourselves. Yeah, it was a hot minute. I'm going to be honest, I don't remember the number right now. It was last year. But yeah, I sat there with a frickin' timer. It was not pleasant. But yes, as Dakota has pointed out, there's actually a range upgrade in this game, which is considered optional, but let's be honest, that's not really optional. Yeah, I think it was like 2 minutes and some change, something like that. Grab this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show something else off, too. I'll start using our missiles on regular trash. I know, shocking. Oh, I'm out of missiles, no problem. Do you notice we have 5 now? There's another small change to reduce the amount of time spent grinding. So, I don't remember the exact number. I think it was 2 or 3? But every time you got a missile drop in the original, it would give you 2 or 3 missiles. Now it gives you 5. Which, once again, reduces grind time. So drop more often. Whoops. As you're already seeing. Whoops. There are not smart drops. As you may or may not have noticed, I was getting missiles when I already had max missiles. Let's see. There's actually one other change related to missiles. I'll talk about that when we get to there. Oh, deck. There we go. Okay. So, oh yeah, a visual indicator of weapon select too. I believe that'll change when we get the armor as well. Don't quote me on that. And we're back to some missiles again. But yeah, part of the reason for this is just to make it so that missiles are now a viable regular weapon you can just use, rather than having to save for bosses. Speaking of which, red doors only take one missile now. To continue that trend. So there's our range upgrade. As you can see, you get it really early. I don't think we can do this without bombs here. Listen, push-ups, you need a car, you need shoes. Are you even a man if you don't have cars and shoes? Whoa. Yeah, unironically, just moving the usage of missiles to a more regular thing is probably going to change this more than people think. Missiles do a ton of damage in the game. That's why you save them for bosses. Because getting missiles and refilling missiles is a colossal pain in Metroid 1. So you want to use that when it counts. I think we just go straight across. Yeah, let's just go straight across. Well, let me check. Let me check the map. Check it out. We could just go straight across. There's the new range. I don't actually know how long it is exactly, but it's at least screen length. Still a little bit of the old slowdown. Gotta get that slowdown in. Ah. Correct, although because of how IPS patching works, you could play this on original hardware if you wanted to. Just requires an extra setup. Whoops. Probably were, to God, if we're being honest. I mean, Mario started off as a shoot-'em-up. I'm pretty sure Metroid shares some DNA there as well. I am liking the improved drop rate already. Like, I don't want to overpraise, but it's nice just getting stuff while roaming. Pretty sure I would have died already if this is the original. Especially since I started at 30 health. So, ooh, that feels nice. Sorry, breeze just came through. Oh, jeez, oh, jeez. Speaking of dying. Oh, God. Oh, God, why? No! No! Damn. Had to test if my new E-tank was working. That sounds strange. Why did... Yeah, we're not that cold here yet. At least not during the days. I think it's like 28. I have to look. What is it up here? What's the temperature? It's not going to tell me the temperature. Of course, it's not going to tell me the temperature. It just tells me it's currently snowing. Yeah, that's great. I don't care that it's snowing. 27. It's 27 degrees right now. I also spent the entire morning building a shelf and then getting into place, which was more work than it sounds like. But right now, I could use the cooling off. Now, I do think some of the issues from Metroid 1 persist. For example, samey corridors. We actually talked about this in the original. Too much of the game is way too samey. And it makes just casual visual navigation a pain in the ass. Now, having an honest-to-God map and a mini-map helps with that, legitimately. Because I can at least glance up and be like, oh, I'm here. Right? I can have an idea of where the heck I am. It is not a perfect map, but it is at least a map, right? Are you done being in my way? Take that as a no. Man, isn't it great that those only take one missile now? So now we can bomb. Hang on, I gotta go ban push-ups. Be right back. I should get a missile upgrade. And we still have, you know, the Ninja Guidance respawns. That's still an issue. Ah, why did I do that? I'm so stupid. Now, there's a specific point in, I want to say Norfair, that I'm really curious if this version fixes. So, another huge issue I had with Metroid 1 was there were secrets which absolutely nothing indicated whatsoever that they existed. No, not that, like, there was a specific secret there, just that the secret was existent at all. In fact, if you remember from my playthrough of this, I got up to a certain point. I'm pretty sure it was in Norfair. And then I had to look up a map. I could not figure out where to go. Because there was one tiny corner of the map you had to bomb in order to open up a secret passage. Hang on, it's even worse than it sounds. Because that specific corner of the map, I already had bombed. So to explain this a little bit, you had to do this. Which I didn't do. I did this. See the difference? Yeah, anyways. Damn it. Ah! Oh, absolutely. I'm with you on that, DBD. There's a saying I've been using a lot this year. I can't solve a puzzle that I don't know exists. A game needs to convey, at the very least, that a puzzle is there. I'm actually pretty loose. I'm pretty lenient about stuff overall, but you need to at least tell me the puzzle is there. So I'm supposed to figure out what I just did? Well, in this version of the game, the map. In the original version of the game, you're just supposed to guess because there's an enemy down there that you two can get down there. But in this version, we have a map that shows, hey, there's a route down. Ooh, okay, this is lag room here. Let's clear up this lag a little bit. There we go. I don't remember what that. What did we just get? What did we just pick up? Hang on. Is that the ice beam? We already have the ice beam. Okay, cool. Yeah, no kidding, Draven. Yeah, Super, a game I praise endlessly, actually still has this problem, too. The scan everywhere problem. There are quite a few relatively well-designed, intuitive guidance spots in Super. And then there's the rest. Ooh, should there be a dude here? They actually are. The reason they don't get rid of the slowdown problem is because that is a feature, for lack of a better way to put that. Okay. In other words, it is accurately emulating the hardware. That's the simplest way to put that. Some more modern things, especially some ports, will actually specifically add something to not upscale, overclock the CPU to be able to grab as many things as it can appropriately. Because most of this is just a coding issue, right? Oh yeah, you notice the ice beam is still there. We'll talk about why in more detail in a minute. But the bottom line is that in the original Metroid, you had to pick between which weapons you got. It's not like later Metroids where you could just, be like, oh, I have the such and such now. No, you had to actually decide between the the wave beam. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, we're okay. You had to decide between the wave beam and the ice beam. Now, you're probably thinking, well, that sucks. Oh, it's actually worse than you think. The ice beam is literally mandatory to progress the game. In fact, I believe even the low percent Metroid 1, don't quote me on this, still gets the ice beam. Is he back? How am I supposed to make this jump? I guess I can do this. There we go. Pretty sure I just bomb jumped that, and I'm pretty sure I don't care. I'm not even sure exactly what the wave beam does in Metroid 1, because I never get it. It's literally a waste of everything to get. So, that should be interesting. Although, as you can see, the ice beam also is a damage upgrade. It's kind of a technically, because what actually happens is the ice beam just works differently than the normal beam. Because the first shot freezes them, and then, I think it's the second shot actually destroys them for most enemies. So it doesn't do more damage, it just takes less shots to kill them, if that makes any sense. Alright, we're almost done with Brinstar. Really? If I can avoid getting damage boosted the wrong way. Oh my gosh. Ah! Ah! No! God, I killed the guy who was supposed to help me get up. Okay, that's okay. I can work with that. I can work with that. That's still a problem, by the way. So I don't know if you saw that. When you're trying to jump out of a pit, the height you get out of the pit is actually random. No, I mean literally. There's a random number generator to decide how much height you can get when jumping out of a pit. No! Which means you can just get stuck in lava. M. This is kind of a shoot 'em up, isn't it? Look at all this nonsense. Oh, I still have 10 missiles. That's okay. see what I mean by the samey rooms thing? I hate to be too negative. But this is the internet. I am required by law to be negative. And yeah, this... I wonder how they did that programming-wise. Because they obviously did it to save room on the cartridge. But, like, how did they then differentiate which room was which? Because they are different rooms, they just use the same assets in the same way with the same enemies at the same placement at the same time. I know it sounds a lot like it's the same room, but it's not, I swear. Come on. There we go. What has my thumb been doing lately? Come on, thumb, work with me. My thumb's like, you're getting old. I'm like, no, I'm not. You're getting old. For real, I think I actually pulled my thumb recently, so... I'm using time to be doing something like this. Really? Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, game. I mean, think on the plus side. This could be much worse. Could be kicking Icarus. So here's another example of a room where you can tell where to go because the mini-map indicates. I'm not sure where exactly. Oh, absolutely not, Sean. No, no, no. I'm not that crazy. Besides, I've actually already done that. I mean, no, I am not sure about that. I haven't played Kid Icarus in a long time. I have never streamed a Prime game, no. I have been content to play chicken with Nintendo in the hopes that they will finally release something for Prime 2 and 3. I have the games. I could play them if I had to. I'm content to wait. Okay. What am I missing here? Yeah, no kidding, Blue Dragon EXE. Is 4 out? I thought 4 came out tomorrow. Oh, wow. Whoops. You know what? Actually, new plan. I'm gonna try to bomb jump just once. Just once. Just get one bomb jump in. Just for funsies. Hey, try Hexy. I'm really screwing this up for some reason. Okay, hang on. One more try. One more try. Nope. Alright, whatever. I give up. I give up. We'll come back later. Let's get on with it. I could get this now. There's like 3 ways I could get this now, but There is, but I've never been good at the wall trick. Don't worry, I'm kind of doing something on purpose here now. I know. Strange. Me doing something on purpose. So low health beetle leech are still bad. That's good to know. Oh, we're dead. That's okay. So let's restart. Huh. And yeah, we start off with full, just like I mentioned earlier. Yep. 99 health, max E-tanks, and I have mountain full missiles. So yeah, death is now kind of a warp back to here. Which, yeah. It's also a refill. Let's go visit Kraid, shall we? Get a few more items over here. Yeah, no kidding, Mook. Cough, cough. Okay. Best song of the game. My opinion. Okay, so I'm gonna go... Where am I gonna go first? Yeah, I wanna go here first. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I wanna immediately die. Because I get stuck into the frickin' lava. Ah! That jackass! Okay, okay. Oh my god. This room. This room! Okay. Wait, what's right, Talia? Also, hi, Talia. Oh, right. And I'm gonna accept that. I just... By the way, it recovers you to your last stage transition. So we barely lost any time there. If this was the original game, I'd have to go farm to be able to progress. That's such a sea change. Like, I know that seems like such a minor change, but god, that is such a huge change. I'm assuming there's some esoteric programming reason why, because I have no idea to clue. Yeah, I was just thinking that, because there we go. Let's just say, I won't lose much time from dying. I can death warp now. I've gained the power of death. No, not like that. Although, if we're being honest, Samus always had that power. I mean, really, right? Okay. Yeah, it could be. So much of this game was designed for the Famicom, and not, you know, the NES. And that is a different system. With physical discs, and 2 sides to those discs. I mean, as I pointed out in Dread, we're up to 5 planets destroyed now. I don't know the exact count off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure we're at 5. Yeah, that's another thing they fixed in this version, is the item drops. I mentioned that earlier. At least Samus usually has a good reason for killing planets, you know? If you're gonna kill planets, at least make it valuable. Okay, so I kinda don't want to die now. Kinda. Damn. I think we could still give it to her, Trax, yeah. I think she deserves that credit. That's interesting. I noticed my missiles actually didn't fully refill. Anyways, my whistles are fully refilled now. Okay, fine. Do it the other way. Hey, look, it's a room almost identical to the one we were just doing. So here's a weird quirk of Metroid's programming I'm not sure many people are aware of. Every now and again you may have noticed that I'll shoot like 2 shots very rapid fire, like that. And I think, yeah, it's because you're mashing. No. This is me mashing, right? Well, okay, this is me mashing, but whatever. This is me mashing while moving. See, in Metroid 1, when you shoot and then put any other input, the other input will also count as a shot for some reason. And you tend to move a lot while you're shooting in this game. Yeah, it's just this lava pool just hanging out there. Doing its thing, you know. Damn it. Ugh, okay. Since we can't go right, we will go up left, I think. Oh, wait, I can just check the minimap. Isn't that great? I can just check the minimap and see where I'm supposed to go. I wonder if we could catch the trap. So there's a troll room in this game. And it sucks. It leads to this place that I think I mentioned called the Corridor. Corridor also sucks. It's this giant swath of, I think it's Ridley's lair specifically, which is essentially intraversable. Yeah. As in, there's no shortcuts is what I mean by that. Sorry, intraversable is a bad word for that. Once you're in there, you're supposed to be stuck in there. And you can fall into there really easily from up top, which is where you're supposed to go. Speaking of which, I should probably... I can save? I haven't even felt the need to, since, you know, this game includes saving. Yeah, if Samus shows up in your world, maybe think about leaving. God, I can't get up on the platform. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, that's frustrating. Damn it. That's actually frustrating. I couldn't get out of the friggin' lava pit. Yeah, exactly. Getting snapped. Check, please. I'm good. Sure, you didn't even touch it. I'm good. Let's go. Okay, okay. No. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. It's okay. I have Ice Beam. Everything's fine. Listen. Space is an ocean, okay? I actually don't remember where that comes from. There is a specific thing. I looked it up at one point in my life, and I don't remember right now. And we're in the pit again. I know, Blue Dragon EXA. Lord knows I needed it in order to fail at this section again. Come on, game. I mean, isn't that what the Navy does? Move? Non-stop armored core action. Okay, missile get. So yeah, we should have enough missiles to try Kraid now. So let's go do it. Hoping for a little more energy, but whatever. I might indulge in a save state. We get to Kraid himself. Well, I hope the business thing goes smoothly, whatever it is. God, please drop something other than missiles. I think the whole point is to indicate that this is Kraid's room. Don't quote me on that. Never tell you. Never. Dear designers, you're gonna have a refill spot right before a boss. Maybe have it drop the high end of health rather than the low end. Little pro tip for me. Uh-oh. Stop dropping missiles. I was right, by the way. If you look in the minimap, that dot next to me, that's Kraid. So, dots equal bosses. Listen, health refills before a boss are insanity. Also, Super did that, if you remember. So, not that far off from this. I guess it was 7 years later. Still. Could you start dropping missiles again, please? Listen, Kraid's been trying to be intimidating for years. It's actually funny. Some of you probably don't remember this. Kraid's big reveal in Super was supposed to be a big moment. And it wasn't, because every single bit of the advertising was like, hey, Kraid's here and he's huge. Seriously, it was all over the place in the advertising. He's just stopped dropping missiles completely. Have you noticed this? This is kind of strange. Depends on which bit of lore you listen to, but yes, one of the prevailing theories is that Kraid is a species, not a person. Unlike Ridley, he just knows the producers. God, I hope Ridley isn't in Prime 4. It's already silly enough that he was in Prime 1 and 3. Okay, he is just straight not dropping most of the stuff. I'm gonna test something real quick. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Ah! I mean, we fought a couple of Ridleys that aren't actually Ridley before. Hey, missiles! Including the other M1. That hit me during the screen transition. That's so bullcrap. Alright, pause. Let's go try Kraid. God damn it, I got one of his spike. Ah! And we're dead. Okay. Damn. Okay, he just murdered us. Just absolutely murdered us there. Okay. Well, we can do a couple of other things right now. It did not show up Kindle Games. If you hit refresh, there might be a button you could click that will, like, share it. And that way, I will know it exists. And thank you for the sub, Krenzler. As always. And if you know what you want to put that towards, up to 3 future streams, please let me know. Let me pull up an actual map here for a second. See what I'm missing. Let's see. So we need the jump boots for those. Jump boots are over in Norfair. We got that, we got that, we got that, we got that. And we got that. Yeah, no, by all accounts, Ridley is actually dead. Like, no, really dead. Let's see. 1, 8. What's the third one? Push-ups. Oh, I should pause and stop wasting the timer while I'm just sitting here. And thank you, Kendall Games, for the sub. And as usual, if you want to put that towards up to 3 games of your choosing, please let me know. Let's see. So Krenzler's is going towards Tales of Berseria, Alpha Centauri, Dragon Quest 3. FF3 had no time travel in it. Nor did 4, nor did 6, nor did 7, nor did 9, nor did 10. A lot of people thought 10 was time travel, but it actually wasn't. So put that towards RNC5, Tools. 7, First Light, Pikmin 2, and saying hello to Morganite. Hi, Morganite. There we go. Got them all down. Okay, so let's look at the map here. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? So there's Kraid. Where are we? There's fake Kraid. There's real Kraid. Is there? Time to ban you again, push-ups. I just keep coming up with nonsense reasons to ban you. Because that's just kind of the kind of streamer I am, right? The ban happier. The banhammer was made for using. Okay, looks like there's nothing down there. What about up here? I swore there was another E-tank down here I could grab, but I'm not seeing it on the map. We got that one. It's like crab, right? You've got fake crab, and you got real crab, and then you got fake real crab. I guess not. Okay, so, All right, well, we could leave, and... Where are we? This isn't a really good map. I need a better map than this. Is there like a better map than this? Come on, it's Metroid 1. Surely there's a better map than this. Give me a break. It's almost irritating how vertical it is. Because you have to scroll up and down in order to see the whole map. There's the ice beam. Yep, we got that. Got that. Pretty sure we got that. Yeah, we did. We got that. And we got that as well. I guess we should go ahead and go for the high jump boots. So that's going to be a little bit of a weird route to get over there. So that means we want to go back up to Brinstar, over to Norfair. And it looks like over, down, to, and left. Okay, so let me pull the map over here. Sorry. Let's go get the high jump, and then let's get Varia. And another E-tank while we're at it. I mean, having that damage reduction alone is probably going to be worth it. Ah! 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 See, here's the funny part, push-ups. There's no mods. There's just me. Complete dictatorial power. I will say I do like having that mini-map just right there. I was talking about this, I don't remember which game it was, where someone was asking why I value having a mini-map so much in the game, and it boiled down to peripheral. Which I know sounds like a weird direction to take it, but hear me out for a second. No. Okay. Oh, sorry, yes, we were playing as Samus, sorry. Video game, of course, by definition of not being real life, can't actually emulate the sheer quantity of senses we have in real life in order to tell what's going on around us, right? It's one of the biggest reasons why I tend to like third-person perspective, too, is because third-person perspective emulates having peripheral vision. It's this way, right? Yes, okay, cool. It's the same thing with having a mini-map. Being able to glance up there at a glance and be like, hang on, is this where I'm going? Yes, and just up ahead is my destination. Wah, wah, wah. Is my destination. It's just another little extra tidbit of information for the player to be able to actually convey, hey, this is how from point A to point B. So that was it. One of the games we talked about recently that failed at that was VTMB 2. Because that game, holy crap. Yeah, getting lost can be fun if it's done well. If it's done badly, getting lost is just aggravating. Like, there's something to be said for just roaming and finding things and exploring. That is actually a valid thing, especially in certain types of games. But if you're trying to get from point A to point B, and you're just lost, that's just irritating. Yeah, exactly, Moog. Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines 2 push-ups. So, the other weird area. We're actually only going to dip into here briefly. I mostly just want the shoes, which are over here. Right down there, so right. Yeah, much higher level enemies here, so I don't want to mess with this nonsense. Really supposed to have a couple of upgrades before we come here. So, the idea of Samus being a chatterbox is something I fundamentally disagree with. I don't think she needs to be silent. We had a whole discussion about this just yesterday, actually, because we were talking about Link. You can do a lot of characterization and communication without dialogue. That's not presumption. We have lots and lots of examples of that. This freaking liquid. Ah! Oh my god. Oh my god. Come on. Him. Ah. Let's kill that thing. Let's just get rid of him. Yeah, it was to use the obvious example, the Slayer was not a silent character. He just usually didn't have much to talk about. It is worth noting that one of the most impacting lines in all of Doom 5 is a line by the Slayer, and it's one word. No. hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Let's just all calm down here. It's friggin' room. Okay. Yeah. Okay. By the way, I forget which game it was recently, where the game gave no feedback that a hit wasn't doing any damage. Metroid on the NES had the dink sound, so no excuse. Look, I'm as anti-traditionalist as I think it's possible to get. But Samus not talking isn't tradition, it's characterization. The example I like to use, because it's a bizarre example, is if Jean-Luc Picard over on Star Trek randomly decided to start being a loudmouthed swearing pirate, we're not upset about that because it's not traditional. That's not Picard. That's character assassination of that one, right? Okay, so that is not actually what I was going for. I'll take it. 2 extra missiles is great. But I have been going down the wrong corridor this entire time. Whoops! Good news, the minimap tells me I don't have to go any further west, so that's great. I could also just die, and honestly, I think it'll be faster. Hey, Alejandro Yuta. I hope the meal is good. So on the plus side, that wasn't a waste. Similar to Zelda 2, there's very few actual wasted dead ends in this game. There are a couple. Come on, game. I swear there's a gravitational force in these games that's just trying to get you into the lava. I know, I don't mean gravity. I mean, like, there's, like, a tractor beam in the lava that's just like, hey, Later Metroid games would literally put enemies in the lava. No, I didn't even see it, Kenix Cow. Yes, I did actually hear about that. The incident in question. And yes, it's exactly stupid stuff. Okay, right. I wanted to point this out. I got to this point in the game when we were playing the original without using a map or a guide or anything. I was very proud of that. And this is the part where I was like, is there something down here? So, the minimap itself, you see the minimap, it clearly shows there's a way down. If I pause, there's clearly a corridor here. That's the kind of thing that a minimap can help with, too. Obviously, it would be better if there was some kind of visual indicator that there was something there, but at the very least, I literally can see, hey, this goes further down, rather than having to bomb every square inch of everything in order to progress. God, it's the freaking horse things. Magma seahorses. But it's okay, because jump boots. Okay. Ah! That's going to help a lot. This also means we can go with the Varia suit, which we're going to do next. But I'm going to see if we can get greedy and grab a couple of items on our way out from Eastern Norfair. So we'll start with this one. Oops. If not, we can always die and just warp out, which is great. Ah, God. Yeah. Hi. Run. Run. I am not deliberately playing this next to Metroid Prime 4, to be clear. This game was scheduled on the list before Metroid Prime 4 had a release date. To put that into simple terminology. This is actually not where I want to be. This goes down to Ridley's hideout. Okay. Honestly, this game has actually been on my list to try out pretty much since we played Metroid. It was mentioned that this version of the game existed while we were playing Metroid 1. I almost played it on the spot right after, but I realized that it probably wasn't different enough to really qualify for that immediate of a comparison. And I didn't want to play Metroid 1 twice in a row. That's also true, Victorville. It's okay. Most of the games that are in threat of funding aren't really either long or aren't out yet. Like, Me Into the Hollow is right there. It's not out yet. It's not coming out for a while. Hopefully it'll be fine. Yeah, exactly, Teen. We don't need to add another variant of one of the Metroids while we're there. I mean, we can. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Yes, every single game on the list I'm currently looking forward to. Oh, sorry, you mean the list, not the queue. My bad. I'm stupid. Any games on the list I'm looking forward to? That's a little bit trickier. I suppose technically everything in Lore's list would qualify. Correct, Blake Jamal. Yeah, I saw that, Team 15. I think that was just their way of saying when it's ready. Oh yeah, look at that new jump height. Look at that new jump height. Oh, didn't make it. Oh, still didn't make it. There we go. Okay. Hey, Kaisen Zero. Sorry I don't say hi enough. I apologize for that. Missiles. Missiles. Missiles! We found the armory, everyone. You know, Kraid is over there sweating. Do you hear something? I mean, I know some players who will beeline for this area to get the boots and this corridor of missiles immediately. Because, yeah. No more muscles, sorry. Although Samus probably has plenty of those. So, once again, you'll notice that the minimap it conveys, hey, there's an up. Yeah, someone else came up with the term of a remix for the Zelda 2R we played yesterday, Zar. I think I'll just start using that terminology. Fan remix, if you want to be more specific. Hey, look, missiles! Actually, yes, Mook. It's indeed a very... Missiles! It's missiles! That's the requirement! Sorry. What are we doing? That's the requirement. Missiles. And, once again, the minimap tells me, hey, you can keep going left. Yeah, exactly. Kren's like, whoa, shoot! Okay, maybe I should stop joking around. I kind of don't want to die right now. Later is fine, but right now I don't want to die. Not until I get... Ooh, this room. Let's forget how much slower those are. There we go, okay. So, this, if I'm not mistaken, is the wave beam. Right? I think. Or maybe this is the ice beam again. Is this just the other ice beam? This is the other ice beam, isn't it? God damn it. Okay, whatever. This is the wave beam. Hang on. Pull up Norfair really quick here. Yep, no, that's just the ice beam. Right, so, yeah, you're probably wondering why this is here. We actually talked about this last time. Again, in the original game, you can only swap between the two weapons, which is the ice beam and the wave beam. And the ice beam is mandatory for beating the game. So, you'll also notice ice beams respawn to make sure you don't get soft-locked. I don't know if there's a third ice beam or not. That's not something I'm aware of. That would be cool, Ball. Or maybe it's like a power-up? I don't know. We can workshop it. Either way, let's go get Varia and another E-Tank. You know, this is probably faster. Actually, you know what I could also do? I could just hit a button and respawn. I forgot that I actually have that power in this version. Yeah, the Varia suit. It sounds cooler, okay, Talia? I didn't want to hear it. He was just having a beer, Federation Builder. Sarah's Station just has the best bar. And they make a mojito. You do not know how good that mojito is, man. I'm not going to tell you, Mook. No offense. I want to play Chrono Trigger 2. Very, very, very badly. Ooh, that's a good question. Yeah, all the scientists are just passed out drunk. They weren't actually dead. And that's not blood. That's just the Bloody Marys. They were actually virgin Bloody Marys. They just really can't hold their liquor at all. They were pulling a Hugo, which absolutely no one's going to get that reference. He's a character from a musical who got drunk on milk. And you're probably thinking, how do you know that, Laura? I've played him in that particular musical. So anyways. So, yeah, there's been hints that they're doing something with Chrono Trigger. Allow me to be the negative person, the naysayer in that. So some of you probably don't remember this, but not too long ago, just a few months ago, I want to say, there was this big movement of, oh my god, there's this FF6 HD 2D version, and it's going to look super cool and awesome, it's going to be great and incredible! It was just a mobile crossover. That's all it was. That's all it was. I wouldn't expect much. Yeah, honestly, just a basic port of the DS version to the Switch would be something I would be in favor of. There's more I would prefer, but honestly, I'd be happy with that. Get more of these games ported forward, you know? Of course, they wouldn't port the DS version, they'd port the mobile version, which is problematic. Several, actually, push-ups. Most of them are 1x, so I don't know if those count. One of my fellow actors, students, did a really good job of portraying one of them. The other one did not. Okay, so let's try this thing again. We were actually here last time, if you remember. Ooh, okay. That guy, he wanted that. Fortunately, he's going to go hungry today. Yeah, I actually would go so far as to say that I think the current art in Chrono Trigger is completely perfect as is. And I don't mean, like, perfect as in whatever it is you're thinking I'm thinking. I mean actually perfect. There is no need to adjust it at all. This is odd. I know I could do this. Why can't I do this? There we go. Now, you want to hear a real hot take. I think Chrono Trigger's artwork looks so good. There we go. I think it looks better than the actual artwork that inspired it. I've said many times, I'm not actually a big fan of Toriyama's overall art style. Not really. Chrono Trigger is a noteworthy exception to that. There's a missile. Poor Kraid. He killed me once, he's cocky now. He didn't realize I was about to go on a training montage. What's funny is Tetris has had plenty of new versions over the years. And what's even funnier is a lot of them have been really good. They do exactly what you'd expect from something like a remake for Tetris. They just add more complexity, more depth, more modes. More dimensions, in one case. Oh, that's irritating. Okay, we're good, we're good. I was gonna say, game? I mean, real talk, it wasn't as money-focused push-up, just to be really blunt about that. I know everyone's sick of hearing me talk about that, but that's just the truth. Varia suit. Also what Dean Bidine says, I actually agree with that. Sorry, when I say money-focused, I don't necessarily mean greedy. I kind of do, but I don't mean the artists are greedy. If you are given a limited time budget and a limited budget in order to actually push out your art, you're going to take shortcuts. And people have learned a lot of shortcuts, especially with 3D art. There's a reason why 3D art is actually harder to make than 2D art nowadays. And why most games don't actually try to be pixelated unless they're going for a specific thing. Okay, I think that's actually literally everything in Brinstar. Double checking the map. Yeah, we have gotten everything in Brinstar, so we've actually swept Brinstar now. Already. What are we in? Like an hour in? Yeah, exactly, Dakota. They put art onto the conveyor belt. That's a perfect way to put that. I get it. A lot of games need to streamline, but yeesh. And it's not like we don't have good-looking games now, too, right? There are plenty of games out there that are current games that still look really, really good. Donkey Kong Bonanza and Mario Kart World both came out this year, to use 2 examples of that. I know those are both Nintendo games, but whatever. Okay, so... Yeah, Expedition 33, Silk Song, that's also this year. 2 very different art styles, too. Oh yeah, Trails in the Sky 1R. I have issues with the dialogue in that game, but not the visuals. Alright, so... Let's pause. Let's grab a save state. Hey, Ross! We're about an hour in and we finished Brinstar. No, seriously. Okay, so we could go back to Kraid and try Kraid again. Or we could hit Norfair and try to get the Wave Beam and a bunch of power-ups first. Hmm. Debate. So, obviously some of the issues from Metroid 1 are still here. But holy crap, dude. So, there's been 3 major changes, which have been huge game changers already. The map and the mini-map are huge, and have already effectively removed a walkthrough itis negative or 2. The increased drop rate is fantastic, and the fact that doors don't need anywhere near as many missiles is very helpful. But also, yeah, I'll demonstrate in just a second. Let's go after Kraid, right? Let's go after Kraid. So let's unpause here. Wait, you know what? Which column am I in? I'll just check the map. We're in the eastern column, so I need to be in the western column to go after Kraid. Is the 30 health problems? Well, hang on. Give me a second. Let's head all the way down here. Oh, wait, you know what? Maybe I don't want to go all the way down. Maybe I just want to do this. Look at our health. Look at it, Ross. Look at it! As with several of the more seemingly small changes in Zelda 2, that seemingly small change, yeah, the problem, the capital P problem is gone because of that seemingly small change. Also the fact that I could just teleport back to whatever my last screen transition is. I should say zone transition, is a great feature. Like when I kill Kraid here, I can just be like, boop, and leave. Okay, so, I know we got that, and I know we got that, and I know we got that. Did I get that? I think I did. I'm not sure. Yeah, I did. So I've gotten, everything? Yeah, I've actually gotten everything in Kraid's hideout other than the E-Tank behind Kraid. Should I die in here real quick? Sure, watch this. Boop! I'm dead. Check it out. Isn't it great? Isn't it great, Ross? Yeah, let's just beeline Kraid. I'm pretty sure he is the only thing I'm missing in here. God, I've already swept 2 zones in an hour. Hang on. Did I already go over here? I know I did. I know I did it. That was the missile. And I know I got that missile, and I know I got that missile because I got that on the way to first crate, and that one was over there. So yeah, okay. Down, 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 down. Oh, that's right. I can't... I mean, I could do this, but I shouldn't. Okay, so if I am here... Really... I'm going to try to bomb jump this just once. That was actually really close. Alright, whatever. We'll go the long way around. Which, once again, it'll be easier to start up here. We're just going to do that. So the problem is a lot of the level design negatives are still going to be there. That is going to be a problem. Hey, I'm just glad that Zero Mission exists and this exists. I've always been in favor of this kind of thing, where we get both, you know, a true proper remake as well as the original. Is this where I'm going? Yes. Although I think I need to use the lower one. Yeah, let's just use the lower one. It's going to be quicker. Oh yeah, no, like, I honestly... I'm actually going to reduce some of the level negatives because the sheer existence of a map helps. Not all the level negatives. Again, there's still some just level design question marks here. And the enemy spam is still real, and the samey corridors is still a problem. But it's a lot easier to not get lost in samey corridors when you have a freaking map. Go figure. Like, I know this drops down because I've got a map in the corner telling me this is a drop down. To use a specific example. We are very floaty. Whoa. And I don't know why they didn't let us shoot down. It would actually be really helpful to be able to shoot down. Uh-oh. Oh, this is an interesting situation to be in. I'm just gonna commit to that. Oh my god, we are so floaty in this game. Yeah, it's not so much a BS hidden corridor when it's right there, right? Hell, the point earlier in Norfair is what I consider to be the worst part of the entire game. And that's effectively fixed now. Wait. Do I have to go down? I do, don't I? Yeah, I do. Okay. I'm gonna reach Kraid with, like, no health. If I have to go down, can't I just... Hang on. Thought. I have a thought. It's under some circumstances, it's also a quicker heal than just healing. Even though the drop rate has been improved. Still the best song in the game. Don't at me. Damn, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Ah, okay. I just need to be better. I just need to be better. Damn you, Kraid. No, second one, Lore. You already know this. So, the part of the problem is there's a degree of, for lack of a better way to put it, momentum. Did you see how I just kind of kept sliding backwards there? I did it again just now. So I was kind of moonwalking. That's not on purpose. That's just the way the physics of the game works. Go away! Go away! Hi. I'm not super worried about it. I have a gigantic list of over 100 games that I'm going to put dealer's choice on, Tully. I'm not worried about it. Whee! Oh, wait. Whee. That's right, you're going to have to endure the tyranny of dealer's choice. There it is. Knew that was there because of the menu hack too. So here's Fake Kraid. We don't care about him. And that's why. Nobody cares about Fake Kraid. You're not even the real Kraid. You're not my real Kraid. Okay. Excellent. You have no idea how happy that makes me, Tully. Don't forget, though, we have Metroid Prime 4 and WoW. Honestly, if not for the fact that I'm trying to match Blake Duvall's schedule, I probably have already started the WoW run. So there's Kraid. Let's see if I can refill a little bit. So the last patch to the WoW patch to the Patch Within stream went live this Tuesday. So WoW is now at a point where we can do that already funded stream. And then we'll be caught up again until the release of Midnight, which won't be until March. Don't worry, it won't be like a month-long stream. We'll just be doing all the patch content from WoW Patch Within. What? From War Within. Okay. Let's go and pop a save state, just because. Undermine might take us a minute, because Undermine is just a chonky thing. But, yeah. Oh, jeez, it's right in the way. It's right in the way. No! It's right in the frickin' way. God damn it. Boom. That's because it does, Ross. Okay. Kraid dead. Isn't there a E-tank down here? Hang on. I might be remembering wrong. Where's... Here we go. Hideout 1. Kraid. Yeah, there it is. I think I see it. Right here? Yep, there it is. Grab. Grab, please? I'm gonna indulge in a save state, because I'm not sure how to grab this all of a sudden. Yeah, FF14 has actually stretched out its patch cycle, which is a good thing, to be clear. How the hell am I supposed to get to this? And before you ask, I can't fall in midair. I really do want this E-tank. Oh my god. Nope. I can't reliably bomb jump with this little health in lava. Hell, how are you supposed to get this? Because I've tried two completely separate strategies and neither of them are doing anything. Please? Please? So, there's this interesting problem I've run into lately. On this version, I've noticed, where sometimes I just don't bomb jump. And I have no idea why. You notice I'm just not bomb jumping here for some reason? I think it might be a new bug, because, like, sometimes it just doesn't bomb jump. Like, it's very strange when it allows me to bomb. I don't know what's up with that. It's only been an issue so far. Ah! Suppose I can refill a little bit. Oh, definitely the high damage, low ammo things if I have a chance, Dr. Winter. Although I'd be lying if I said metal blades weren't amazing, but that's just for utility. No, God, that's just such a dick move. Alright, this doesn't count as cheating, to be clear. Because the bug is screwing me over here. Like, I can't lay bombs for some reason. Like, it's just not letting me. Damn it. It's also, for some reason, sticking me in the shooting up position when I'm not holding up. I've noticed that, too. I don't know if that's related. This is so bullcrap. How have I not gotten this yet? Whatever. It's the only item I'm going to miss from Kraid's Lair. It's the item that is physically impossible to get. Moving on. Kraid's dead. That's the important part. Hey, Dream Whisperer. Okay, now what? I guess back to Norfair now. It's the only place to go. So like a oh, you mean like another genre with the Metroid franchise? Oh. That's actually a tough question. I'm gonna go here, right? Yes, okay. Is it nice having that map there? Management... No. Although, actually, I could see a Metroid management sim. Whoa. That's some snow. Jeez Louise. What it would be is you'd be paying, like, the Space Pirates, right? And the whole idea is that you've got a danger meter, which you're always trying to not hit. Because the last thing you want is to get Samus to show up. Inevitably, Samus will actually show up at some point or another. It's just there's lots of things you can do to try and stay off her radar. When she shows up, there then will be a second, like, mechanism, a separate mechanic, where the whole idea is that you're trying to mitigate the damage by carrying over as much of your progress from the previous place as possible. Is it right? Yep, okay. In fact, I saw a game, now that I'm saying that out loud, I saw a game that was styled like that, where you're making a zombie plague. Like, you're some evil, horrible corporation, and inevitably the zombie, apocalypse will happen and get out. So, your goal is then to, like, evacuate as much of that as you can from the facility before the facility is completely destroyed. No, not Plague Inc. I'm not even sure if it's out yet. It was a game I saw at the PC Gaming Show, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, you get the idea. Like, the idea is to have an entire mechanic based on constantly changing your base of operations, because they keep getting destroyed by Samus. Now, I'm going to do this and hit save. Let's see what happens here, because I've been meaning to try this out too. Oh, hey, so we've got Morph Ball, Bombs, High Jump, Varia Suit, Long Range, and Ice Weapon. And we have 113 of 140 weapons and 3 energy tanks. Don't worry, this virus is totally different than the others, Dr. Winter. I swear. This one's purple. Metroid Good Edition. I mean... missiles? What do you guys think? What would you do with Metroid? What genre? I feel like all I answer for every game is management sims. But damn it, management sims are awesome. Or they can be. Better way to phrase that. A dating sim. So, like, the Metroid slowly walks up to the Grebo. It's like... So, Metroid, your thorax is glistening lovingly today. Yeah, you mentioned Dungeon Builder, which I'm down with. I do like me a good level design thing. Okay, so it's actually a long trip back, and as you can see, we're in a dead end, so boop. Just gonna zip back here. Metroid Oberdin. Oh, that actually sounds cool. So you say survival horror, which I'm with, but like, who are you playing as? Because Samus isn't that, right? Like, she's not the survival horror. Ooh, that's right. You mentioned that idea too, but I liked it then too. I like it now too. A survival horror game where you play as a Choso. Oh, jeez. A space pirate with second thoughts. Actually, I like that idea. Because you have to be afraid of the Federation, who will shoot you on sight. Samus, who will barely notice you're not trying to kill her, and will shoot you on sight. and your own pirates who will shoot you on sight. I actually like that idea. So we already did everything up, so let's just head down now. And we already did this, right? Double check, double check, double check. Yes, we did. I did it on accident, but we did it. Oh yeah, and then there's also all the animals and meat monsters nearby. And plants, which will all kill you on sight. There's a lot of kill you on sighting happening. There's just... How do I get over there? How do I get over there? If we go in here, let's test something. In one of the comics, which of course isn't actually canon, there's a whole thing about how Samus absorbs energy from her suit directly as nutrition. Because, let's be clear, we joke about this a lot, about characters being badass in video games. Samus Aran is silly, in terms of how overpowered she really is. And that was before Dread. Star Fox Metroid. I'm already invested. You've already got me interested. Here's all my money. Now, tell me the rest of your pitch. Now that I've already given you all my money. Where am I? Do I want to go up? I do actually want to go up. Good thing I know I can go up. Thank you, minimap. No, I'm not going to shut up about that. I might shut up about that at some point. Damn it. Damn it. My timing is just terrible. There we go. Yeah, it's just another amazing game Nintendo will never make. Because, yeah, I agree. A Defector Space Pirate game, Survival Horror, sounds awesome. Screw attack, by the way. This is really going to help. Well, yeah, low, now that you say it that way. So now we go down, right? I think. I mean, of all of the bad ideas Star Fox Command had, the branching campaign was not one of them. That was a great feature. I really wish Star Fox hadn't died after Command, because that was legit. The actual gameplay of Command was kind of garbo. It was a little garbo, right? It was leaning towards garbo. Okay. I need to go down. I swear I can get down through here. Sorry, I'm looking at the map. I'm sorry. I mean, even the map I'm starting at a game says I can go down. There it is, there it is. So I want to go left or right. So left goes down, over. Right goes over, down? Oh, so, okay. let's go this way, because I was robbed of an E-Tank from trade. Yes, I'm still mad about that. There's not that many E-Tanks in the game. The Nintendo Universe theory is a theory I've never even heard of. What is it, if you don't mind sharing? By the way, this is like in instance number 37 of me knowing there's a secret passageway because the map exists. Speaking of... Ha. I know it's here. Well, I actually had a fan story idea based on that concept for a while there. But it required some pretty substantial rewriting to make it actually coherent. I still have notes about that in case I ever want to do something with that, because I think it's a cool idea. But I don't think there's any validity to it in reality. Boop. E-Tank. Thought about warping back, but I really kind of want to get one other thing before I do so. It is funny how much better this game gets the further into it you get. I suppose you could say that about several Metroids, but man, your initial kit in Metroid 1 is actually pretty bad. If you ever think about it. Like, I forget if it was Takoida or Blade Jamal mentioned that. The range on your basic attack is pathetic when you first start the game. Like, actually just silly levels of why is this even a gun? Now, you get the range upgrade pretty quickly. In fact, it's one of the first upgrades you get. But still, why? But yeah, as far as the Marioverse, excuse me, wow, the Nintendoverse being a thing, the only games I think would reasonably fit without a huge amount of rework would be Star Fox and F-Zero. Sorry, and Metroid. Ah! Stuck. That was very strange. Ah! I keep getting stuck under things. What the hell? Okay. Well, yeah, obviously Alejandro, but that's just part of the Mario setting. That's not anything. I mean, Yoshi's Island is literally a prequel to the Mario series. And that was back when Nintendo actually cared about continuity in their mainline titles. The same way Mario 2, 3, World, and Yoshi's Island, I think that's actually the full list, are all connected to each other. Holy moly, okay. Seriously, what indicates that this is a passageway other than the map? Anything? It's just another pit, like every other pit in the game. Well, if memory serves, Fire Emblem was already dipping its toes into the concept of a multiverse back in the 3DS. Like, all the Fire Emblem games are all part of the same multiverse. Because, I don't know, Quantum? Alright, let's get the wave beam first. Yeah, by the way, to further emphasize how much this sucked in the original, this is way out of my way to get the wave beam. And remember, it replaces the ice beam, which you need in order to progress through the game. Am I stuck? Is this my life now? Am I trapped? Oh my god. I might be soft-locked. I'm trying to get out of here. Yeah, I might be dead. I might just be dead. Wow, I am shocked that that's a thing. I cannot seem to make that jump. You've got to be kidding me, right? Like, surely this isn't, right? Surely this isn't just a soft lock of death. Surely this game is better designed than that, right? You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, yeah, sure. We'll use a glitch to get out. Thank you for reminding me about that, Moogle. Wow! Oh, okay. God damn it. Ah! Physics. What was I doing? Right. So anyways, as I was saying, God, imagine game overing there on the NES version, like the original version. Here's the wave beam. So I don't actually know what the wave beam does because there's like no reason to get it, right? It replaces the ice beam. But well, one of the other changes to this version is it makes it so that you can have the wave beam and the ice beam at the same time. So that's awesome. So obviously increased range is a benefit. What do you mean faked? I fall for that stupid thing again. This is a fan patch of Metroid called Metroid Plus Saving. There's no reason for us to be playing Metroid 1 again. We've already reviewed that game. Yeah, Remix is what I've been using here. to describe these games. Yes, and it was the most perfectest game ever. Also, missiles. At a glance, we've actually swept Norfair now. Nope, I'm wrong. There's one thing we're missing. Let's go get that one thing. Yeah, you see that mini-map, or the map in general? Didn't exist in the original. They also didn't have the ability to death warp in the original. Well, maybe did, but not to the same extent. Honestly, yeah, Ross. I still stand by my statement that the original Metroid is a very rough game. To put it nicely. But there's a reason it was a trendsetter. Alright, let's see if I can avoid falling into the death pit again here. Okay, we're good. No death pit. We are weirdly close to being done with the game. I'm looking at. Kind of strange. We are missing one item from Kraid's Lair, which I'll never get, because I can't seem to bomb jump in the water. And Ridley's Lair and Turian. And that's it. Yeah, this is pretty much the definition of what a first game looks like. I haven't done anything with the score, but technically, yes, the score is up to date. Every score you're seeing there is actually a score for the original Metroid 1. That's why it looks like that. There we go. Now we've gotten every item in Norfair. And Brinstar. And Kraid, except for the E-Bank. And there's no items in Turian, so we're only missing 5 items in the game, looks like. Yes, Mook. Which is actually pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and pop a save. You're right, though. I should go glance at the review document, because I haven't looked at it since we started, really. So let's see. So let's get rid of that penalty for failure negative, obviously. Lack of drops, that's gone. Grind is gone. Early game hell is gone. Raspberry Jam is still bad. Visual continuity is actually gone, thanks to the minimap. That's gone. That's still there. That's still there. That's still there. I'll get rid of these. That's still there. That's still there. That's still there. We'll go to 2 of that. And 2 of that. That's still going to be a negative. There, it is still kind of a buggy game. No more need for the Ice Beam and Wave Beam being mutually exclusive, so that negative's gone. No, you're absolutely right, Moog. We have just nuked a bunch of negatives. Excuse me. My goodness. Okay. trying to think. I guess this? I think that's actually where we're at in terms of score right now. That feels about right. So whenever that updates, it updates every 10 minutes. Whenever that updates, wow, that'll be where we're at. Okay, so let's head to Ridley's place. A little easier to traverse when you have all this kit. Go figure. You said the weekend was good for you, by the way, right, Blade Duval? Because I'm still thinking about that WoW run and when I want to place it exactly. I want to go all the way down. Okay. I don't know how long that one will be. I think that's the longest one of the remake block. It's, you know, it's an RPG. On the NES. Kind of. Kind of on the NES. What's really funny, so this game right here is technically the first of this whole block of fan remixes. As in, from my perspective, this is the first one I really want to try out. And when I was looking this up, a couple others came to my attention, like the one we just played and the ones we're playing up ahead. But I bring all that up because this is probably the least changed of them, and it's still going to score a lot better, I think. I'd say, what do you think? But, I mean, that's what the guessing game's for, right? You can actually go tell me yourself, what do you think? Okay, so... Oh, neck. Let's go this way first. No, Mr. Ed. The patch within stream has to happen before January 1st. Sorry. I mean, it won't take that long. I am curious why you ask. No, I agree completely, Dakota. The reduced death penalty makes this game a lot less irritating to play. Certainly, it's still a challenging game, as you've seen me go through some of these enemy-infested rooms. And if you don't know what you're doing, yeah, you could probably still run into some problems. That would be nice, TS6. Missiles! And, thanks to the minimap, we can tell there's no reason to keep going. We're good. Now, we could probably warp back if I really felt like it. I wonder what a speedrun of plus saving looks like. Can someone do me a favor and see if there's a plus saving category on speedruns.com? Real question. I'm actually quite curious. Okay. Gotcha. That, that's exactly why I was thinking it, Dakota. Because, like, I'm barely death warping. I can't even imagine how death warpy this game gets. You know, if you're speedrunning and actually know what you're doing. I gotta say, I'm actually really liking having the wave beam. This is, unironically, the first time I've ever played all the way through this game and actually had access to the wave beam. It's the metal blade thing all over again from Mega Man 2. Just having that extra width to the bullet projectile is a surprising game changer for games like these. Or maybe it's not surprising to anyone else. It's always surprising to me how much it changes the game when your bullet just hits more. Really? I didn't know that, DS6. Ah. I can't do this, can I? That's okay. Come on from the other way. So, let's see. Put this way. Oh yeah, taste that slowdown. Something up here. Oh, that's where it came in. Well, I'm actually curious of something, so... Oh, okay, it doesn't tell me how many actual missiles that I've gotten. It tells me how many missiles I have. Got it. Are there 180 missiles? Because I should only be missing 2. And both in Ridley's lair. And I'll be missing 1 E-Tank. I'm not gonna go for it. I'm not gonna go for it. I don't care that much. It irritates me that I'm gonna be missing 1 E-Tank, but I don't care that much. Well, yeah, this is supposed to be like not quite final dungeon, but like right before the final dungeon territory. What is this? This is this. I'll say one of them's in the corridor of hell, isn't it? DS6, the thing you have to jump down into, and it's like this. It's this gargantuan, huge thing that's half the width of the entire map, just to get 1 missile tank. Yeah, there's that thing. I guess I have to come at this from the other side. Ah, okay. Got it. Moving on. Where's my power bombs when I really need them? Going back to that management sim where you're playing as a space pirate, I like the idea that if you really, really, really piss Samus off, she doesn't just show up to start destroying everything. She shows up and starts using power bombs. Like, her arsenal gets better because she's taking you more seriously. And power bombs just absolutely devastate gargantuan swaths of your base. Because there's to be destructible terrain, right? So your base is just obliterated. Hey, Spartan. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you go way overboard, your planet just... Yeah, the Godzilla threshold has been met. Whoops. And of course, you could do that, and you could get tons and tons of whatever progress it is you're trying to get. But it's really hard to retain that progress once your base is destroyed, because it's destroyed so quickly. You can only get so much of it out, right? Congrats, Spartan? I think I'll say... Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's where that missile was. Okay. By the way, this is a good example of something we don't give negatives for. This slowdown, I mean, it is not great. But this is very much a hardware limitation reason. right? Like, that's why this is a thing. I used to be able to tell you exactly why it happens, but I don't have that retained off the top of my head. It has to do with how much of the time per frame it uses a CPU cycle in order to render things. Hey, oh god, that's just Ridley. That's just Ridley. Hi, Ridley. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't ready for you. Neither was the game, apparently. Look at this. Oh my gosh. I can barely tell if I'm hitting him. I think I am. Boom. Exactly. DS6. So some games will do a thing where they just don't render. They just straight up do not actually bother to render certain data because it didn't get rendered in time, right? Some games like this, arguably better designed games like this, will instead have a thing where it slows down the rendering of everything else in order to allow it time to catch up. And that's what causes slowdown. The NES is actually a fascinating piece of hardware if you ever dig into it. Boom! Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I didn't mean to do that, but whatever, we're fine, we're fine. There we go. Stuff like this is also why programmers used to be really big into optimization, because optimizing your rendering could help mitigate problems like these. As opposed to nowadays where they just say, just get a better computer, it's fine. Yes, this is a fan remix. This is specifically the 2020 version, as I mentioned earlier. And it updates and changes and fixes. Yeah, this is specifically a ROM hack, not a true 100% remix, like we had with Zelda 2, or the upcoming Castlevania one. Why can I only lay like 2 bombs at a time? Can I not infinite bomb jump in the first game? Real question. I haven't attempted it in quite a while. Real question is, do I bother getting that extra E-tank? Not a small amount, Spartan. Okay. Okay, cannot infinite bomb. That's good to know. I thought it was something with me this whole time. Because I know the timing for that pretty well in Super and Prime 1 specifically. And I guess Dread. Go away. I was honestly surprised by how good Zero Mission was. Not that I expected it to be bad, I just didn't expect it to be that good. Then again, as I mentioned recently, the Metroid series might be one of our highest scoring games franchises overall. Like, it's a little silly. Wait, I can't from this side, can I? Can I? Yeah, I'll find out. If worst comes to worst, I can always teleport out. Because there's like 5, I want to say, separate games that score over 100. And only 2 games that scored into a negative. That's pretty freaking impressive. There are not a lot of franchises that retain that level of quality. 2 was like a -15 or something like that. 2 is another one of those games that I was impressed by how well it scored. And keep in mind, I wasn't even that familiar with 2, and I was still quite impressed with it. Oh yeah, then there's Other M. We don't talk about Other M. So there's the second to last missile tank in the game. What? Oh, jeez. Excuse me, Metroid 2 was net positive. My bad. So in that case, yeah. Other M and 1 were the only ones that scored negatively. I don't apologize about Other M. Other M was terrible. Hey, random, we're actually almost done, would you believe? I could go kill Mother Brain right now if I felt like it. I'm just trying to get a couple more items before I do so. No, I didn't mean to do that. Damn. I don't think you could remix Other M and make it better, quite honestly. Okay, so we got that missile. That E-Tank, I'm not actually sure how to get. And that missile is on the route to get that E-Tank. So that's one E-Tank, 2 E-Tanks and 1 missile are all I'm missing right now. One way or another, let's warp back up here. Real question is, do I think I can hit Mother Brain with 5 E-Tanks? Yes, Frisco-born. Although he was also in Fusion and kind of in Dread. What's the biggest problem with Other M? Can we name one thing that is a biggest problem for something like Other M? I'm not being facetious. Like, that game is so fundamentally bad. It's kind of hard to even start. Yeah, I was actually thinking leading into it being a full-on rail shooter would help. But that effectively means taking the game and making a new game out of it, which, yeah. Let me check a map here really quick. So we're here. If I could make that jump, I could get that, but how do I make that jump? I don't know how to make that jump. I think I have to just try for it. Okay. How do I make this jump? All right, let's just try it. Let's just see. I don't know how to do it. Anybody know how to make the jump I'm about to try? For anybody who knows. You mentioned the detour. I didn't see a detour. Hang on, where's the green pipe? Green pipe. There's a built-in detour. Oh, there it is. I see it. I see it. Yep. Okay, cool. Yep. That explains why I couldn't figure out how to do that, because I actually wanted to be over here. Somewhere around here. Or not. Okay, go away. 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 Ahem. And we could go ahead and go. I honestly didn't know where it was. I just knew it was here somewhere. I mean, I guess I could prove that because I was bombing in the wrong spot to start with. Now, I'm going to indulge in a save state here because this stupid jump, it's right there. It's right there in the middle. I knew it was right before the E-Tank. That's the pit. Yeah, that's the freaking pit. I've actually already mentioned this. That kind of deserves its own negative for being complete bullcrap. That is so awful, that pit. There's two fake tiles. Oh, jeez. So, double checking. I think we actually want to drop down now, though, to get the missile. So we'll do that. And all we'll be missing is the crate thing, which... I don't know what to do about the crate thing. So, hey, this jump... Okay, I'm just gonna... Okay, there we go. Perfect. First try. That jump is such bullcrap. And it's for a missile thing. It's for one stupid missile. But, boom. We are now only missing one item in the entire game. So yeah, get your guesses in. We are missing one item. Does anyone know how to get it? Like, is there a way to get it that I just was screwing up? Because I could not manage to bomb in the lava for some reason. It wasn't letting me. Or to be more accurate about that sentence, it was letting me inconsistently, which is what was throwing me so hard. Yeah, the crate tank. Like, I couldn't manage to bomb jump in the lava to get up there, to get the damn thing. And I couldn't manage the diagonal shot to get it either. Okay, guys. Guys. Work with me. Okay, we'll try that. You know, actually, I'm curious of something. Oh, that's funny. So, normally this would actually irritate me, but this is actually faster. Because now I can just skip Norfair. And I could just do this, and now we're back here. Yeah, about those death warping. Those death warpings. Well, since Kraid's Lair is so nearby, screw it, let's just try it. It's literally the only item in the game that we haven't gotten. Given how wonky the physics are, I'm guessing I just didn't hit it at the right angle or at the right time or something. And it's honestly not a long trip to go try again. And it is literally the last item. I have been to many conventions in my life, Brandon. I kind of miss the convention scene. But I'm too old, too decrepit to do the convention scene anymore. So I guess it's 250 missiles for the max. Nope, 255 then. Why do you ask, Random? I mean, I'm biased because all of my best memories are from Gen Con. And I love tabletop in general and board games in specific, so of course I'm going to lean towards that one. I've been to several Trek conventions, I've been to one Comic-Con, I've been to Dragon Con. I think that might be it, actually. So, the biggest irritation with going to conventions for me is usually getting lodging. Hotels way overcharge and are too expensive to begin with. Is it not, like, right here? Am I blind? Oh, there it is, there it is. Ahem. Okay, so... actual first try. Now we have every item in the game. Thank you for the advice, DS6. 3 times, actually. Thank you for the advice 3 times. Okay, let's go kill Mother Brain, shall we? Get those guesses in. So, we got lucky with Gen Con. We had family who lived up in Indianapolis. They don't live there anymore, actually. But at the time we did, which meant we could just stay at their place. And let me tell you, just having a house where you can stay in the guest room. Wait, what do you mean 7th and 8th tanks? What's 7th and 8th tanks? Hold up. What are you talking about? Hang on. Pulling up the map. I only see 6 tanks on the map. Tank above the giant blue wall near the start. Well, I'm going to automatically say no. So, no. How the hell do I get up there? Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Whoops. Ah. There's nothing flying that I could pull over. How do I... Oh, he's too far to the right, to the left, excuse me. I think this is unmodded ROM. I'm not even sure, to be quite honest with you. Oh, this guy. Yeah. Come here, dude. Over here. Come here. Keep coming. Yep, nope, nothing. Okay. We have all the items, as I was just saying. Yeah, when I was setting up the IPS, I noticed it actually had a mention of a what do they call it, like a memory unrestricted version of the ROM or something, which I didn't know what that meant in context, and obviously did not have. So I decided just not bother with it. No, it's just redundancy at that point, not this. Is this far enough up? No. And yeah, it is still a full heal, not that that's as valuable anymore. Me and my sister used to talk about how many more conventions we'd go to if we could teleport. I know what you're thinking. What's the significance of that? If you're asking that, you've never been to a convention. Because by far the most frustrating and awful part of a convention is the fact that you have to deal with the uncomfortable and unpleasant hotel or worse in order to stay there. If you could just... God, this room does not like that. If you could just, like, teleport home and then sleep in the comfort of your own bed and then go back to the convention. I mean, come on. So, save stating really quick, but I'm pretty sure. Yep, we're here. Welcome to Turian. Get those guesses in. Because, you know, we're done. Oh, jeez, oh, jeez, oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Look how squirrely these buggers are in the first game. Him. I always did think it's funny that you don't fight Metroids until the very end. Literal last dungeon. Ooh. I've never done what I would consider serious cosplaying. I've got my Jedi robes, which I like to wear to Star Wars movies. And my cloak, and that's about as far as that goes. Let's just leave. There are photos. Horrible, horrible photos. Okay. Not gonna mess with that. Yes, these are real Metroids. These aren't mock droids. Or other variants. Yeah, you don't actually have to kill the Metroids, and they don't give tons of drops like they do in Super. They're very in the way, though. See you around, Luke. Have good days. Okay. There's a lot more of them, too, I feel like. Okay, welcome to hell. Ah! Oh my god. Moon walked out the door. I'm starting this fight with very little hell. Oh my god. Yep, no, this room's a little on the laggy side. Thank God screw attack works on these stupid things. Ugh. Oh god. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no! I'm losing missiles. Okay. Oh my god, I'm losing everything. Look at my health. Look at my... everything. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, it got a negative on the original. Yeah, come on. Work with me, game. Work with me. God, I can't shoot at my normal pace. There's just too much crap on the screen, so it won't render the missiles. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. We're down to no health. Hi, Huthor. I don't think the Z-Bites give health, but don't quote me on that. They're freezable, yeah. Alright, I can't shoot down now! Oh, God. Which game I was playing for like a second there. I'll just shoot down to hit any Metroids before I run into them. Oh, right. I physically can't. I might need more missiles? I'm not sure how to deal with that, really. Oh, this is a thing. The Metroid's like, Yeah. Then it sucks to be you, Meta Shinryu. Yeah, you die, is the answer to that question. Yeah, you cannot kill Metroids with Maeve, like I said. That's why that was its own negative in the original. Because nothing indicates that until you get to terrain, and it's like, whoops, sucks to be you. Damn it. Destructible terrain sounds cool, Luthor. I think that's actually a graphics glitch. Total War Medieval 3? Really? Oh my god, we're down to one E-tank. Oh, I can't shoot! I don't think this is supposed to be happening. No, I didn't bug out anything. I mean, I guess I could take out the Metroids. Not a lot of benefit to doing so, honestly. Again, it's not like in Super where they were really lucrative and would basically serve as your refill points. They, by definition, have cost as many missiles as they can give. Damn it. Because they take 5 missiles, and they can only drop 5 missiles, so... At absolute best, you're net neutraling on missiles. Well, that's actually a good question. I don't think they do, though. I think it retains their positioning. Like, if I go over here, he's still there, right? Okay, 2 rooms down. Reminder, I have all the missiles and E-tanks here, and the armor. In fact, I have every upgrade in the game that I can get. Yeah, I think people are being loud because they like to be loud. I'll decide for myself if it's good, bad, or in between when we get there. And that's my overall thoughts right now. So we're going to take this slow. Oof. Almost screwed up immediately, despite taking it slow. Kind of deliberately slow down the screen a bit here, so I've got a little bit of reaction time. There we go. And there should be at least one more. Nope, there's two more, though. Ooh, okay. You get to die. And... okay. Oh, the doors are dead. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great. Oh, thank God. Thank you, God. Okay, okay. Yeah, it's just drama. Honestly, I wouldn't pay attention to it. If there's issues, we'll ding them. If there aren't, who cares? Don't pay attention to the drama either way. Okay. Let's try to freeze some of these. Please. Okay. Let's not freeze one in a way that I can't physically get out. Freeze that one. Or don't. That's cool. Freeze! Don't kill. Ah! Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is the worst place to fall into. There's, like, no real recovery from this. I had this problem last time. Okay, okay, hang on. No! Stop doing the spin jump. No, 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 no. Okay, okay. Jesus Christ. Oh, they love to fling you. Okay. I'm still weirded out that she has eyes in this version. I never saw those until we did the run last year. Okay, freeze. Actually, let's freeze that one, and then freeze... Nope, okay. Let's freeze that one, or try. Because you can only have 3. Okay. We've got the 3 frozen. If I could get up here, that would be great. It is so laggy. I'm losing so many frames trying to just do things like jump. No, 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 no! Oh, God damn it. God damn it, I hate this game so much. Okay, up. No, up! Not around. Thank you. Okay, okay. Okay, that's 2 frozen. Well, that's actually a terrible place for those. No! No. Okay, okay. Ah! Why? Come on! Do what I tell you to, please? Just once. Just once. Actually do the input I said to do, please. I'm begging you. Okay. Oh my God, flashing lights warning. Ah. Jesus Christ. You are so squirrely in the air in this one. Ugh. Yeah. We know how far we have to go because we got a mini-map. But I said I'd never shut up about it. Oh, jeez. Okay, 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 hang on. And time. Oh my gosh. Oh my god! A female girl? What? What? Yeah, it's funny what happens when, you know, you can save warp and not... basically, when you get rid of a capital P problem, a game tends to go a little bit faster and better. Okay, I gave you tons of time to guess. So I'm going to lock that in here. There we go. Okay, so I think this is still going to be net negative. But here's the real question. Could someone do me a favor and go check how the original game scored? Please. Negative 123. I hope we're beating that. Negative 119? Wait, what? Inconsistent information. I gotta check myself here. Negative 123.72 is correct. So where's the inconsistency? Looks like it's on the review page. Yep, I'm fixing it. Hang on, because I pulled up the spreadsheet, and the spreadsheet is 123. I'm not sure why we have such an inconsistency, but I'm fixing it right now. Put this here, negative 123.72. In fact, it looks like the score was changed by exactly 1 point, and that would accommodate for such a small change. That's only a golden number variance of 4. Anyway, so 123 is the real number. So let's see here. How long was it, though? I'm actually kind of curious. 8.65 hours. Well, then it sucks to be me, Trihexia. Checking that manually is something I'm not going to make the time to do. Just to be really blunt. Like, I could check that manually. That would take a long time. There's a few hundred things there. Yeah, I'll fix them as they appear. The actual audit, the sheet, the one you guys can't see, is up to date. Now, the fun part is this audit should be really easy. So, oh, right, is there anything like extra? What else? Is there a new game plus? Oh my god, there's a new game plus. Yes! Bikini mode. Behold the power. Okay, for real. Is this as an actual New Game Plus mode? Because that's a plus. Because we're secretly playing as Terra, obviously. And yeah, it looks like we kept everything. In fact, let's just do this. Save. See what it has us with. Yeah, everything except for missiles and E-tanks. So, missiles, E-tanks, Kraid, Ridley. That's... yeah, I'm with that. Plus the gameplay. I'll take it. Look, I like this song as much as anyone else, but let's pull something a little bit more. Terra is not blonde. I swear to God, if they ever make a remake of FF6 and Terra's blonde, I will personally drive to Japan, walk up to the Square Enix offices, and smack the stupid out of them. I will live stream the entire event. Okay. Yeah, just... I'm so angry. I'm just driving right through. I mean, there's actually a reason for that. The reason her name was Tina is because Tina was considered a very esoteric name in Japanese, even though it's totally normal over here. Like, I've known Tinas in real life. And, the reason for the blonde hair thing is because Amano doesn't know what color is. Which I can prove, because all you have to do is look at his drawings of Barrett.
The last Metroid is in captivity.
Watch the Game Awards for our last announcement? Ugh, seriously. Whatever. I'm hypothetically excited for Medieval 3, so here's hoping that's something. I mean, yeah, everyone is predicting a 40K Total War, so I'm a little surprised they didn't announce it today. Because that was what I was expecting. I mean, yeah, exactly. Like, I don't like Amano's art. I've never in any way tried to hide that fact. But his art isn't art of the game, to put it as bluntly as I possibly can. He does stylistic stuff, right? This is going to sound like a strange statement, but he effectively does fan art. You know what I mean, right? Like when fans will try to be like such and such character, but in different style. That's Amano, right? He has his own style, and he just kind of does his own flowy thing. The only thing he's ever actually done that's actually contributed to the style and design is the logos, which is him. And now, in fairness, I haven't seen what he's done over in Front Mission. I'm not familiar with that. Wait, why Ruthless Tim? What's the heart attack? All right, I said I'd see if there's any speedruns of this. 7 years. No, that's not right. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Hang on. Double checking myself. No, I'm right. Oh, no, it's actually more than I thought. Excuse me. It's actually 8 years later. Metroid, the original Metroid, was 86, and Super was 94. Sorry, Ruthless Tim. Sorry. It really is a complete coincidence. This game has been on the books for a long time, like months at this point. And it's, yeah. Oh no, absolutely, Ross. Like I'm sorry. This sounds awful because this is still going to score a net negative, and it is. Let's be honest about that. But God, it's so much less frustrating to play. Like, I think I've mentioned that the lore runny, the Trek lore runny, I'm doing a series of, hey, try out these games you've never played before. I'm going to plop them down in front of this version of Metroid 1 when we get there, right? Because, yeah. When did Warhammer 3 actually come out? Total Warhammer 3. Probably Triaxia. People have been pretty consistently donating towards Three Houses and inconsistently donating towards the other ones. I'm sorry, Mr. Red. Have you had a chance to poke at your house at least? Oh, speaking of which, Uthor, you probably already know this. You can have two houses, one on Alliance, one on Horde. I got both plots I wanted. The Guild house is in the Alliance side because we all decided to go Guild for that. But God, I was so torn. There were 3 plots I really, really wanted because they were all super good. But I'm happy with the one I got. If you know it, I don't remember the number, but in the Alliance area, it's in kind of the north middle area. It's right next to a barn, the vineyard, and the vegetable patch, the farm area. Yes, actually. In fact, if you specifically go to like the housing portal in Orgrimmar and you're in a guild, which I think you are, if you're in my guild, Bregwin, then you'll instantly end up in the guild neighborhood. You could switch to other neighborhoods from there, but you'll default to the guild one. And on the Horde side, I was really torn. There were 2 spots I really liked. One is in the far northeast, and it's down by a waterfall. It's in like there's a delta going up to the rocky crags. The rocks are a little bit redder than the normal rocks throughout the rest of the zone. And there's lots of foliage, so it's really colorful. And there's like palm trees and flowers, and there's a waterfall right next to it. It's a really nice spot. But I didn't get that one. I wanted the throne. I'll show you the throne. Let me do the audit. Let me finish the metro, then I'll show you the throne. Because I want to show that. I haven't done any housing stuff yet specifically. I've decided to save that for stream. So I haven't done anything other than claimed my 2 spots. But you should totally grab a spot, Bragwin. Do it, Bragwin. Alright, sorry. Listen, Ruthless Tim. No gods, no king. Except for me. I'm cool with that. Alright, Yeah, we're actually already done, Von Falkenstein. We have blazed through this game. They're adding more features, and will continue to add more features pretty regularly. I wouldn't be too stressed about that. They're already talking about how they're going to add some additional external, like, cosmetics to change the styling of your house to, like, an elven house or whatever. And they've already said they're going to add a bunch more to that. And you could tell there's a lot of features they want to add going forward. Because ignore the fact that some of the interface literally says to be continued. There's also just the way it's designed makes you think that they're going to lean in a certain direction. Sorry, so someone asked if I had played Bravely Default. Now, I've never streamed it. I don't remember if I did a video on it, but I have played and beaten that game. I have also... Hi, Von Volkstein. I have also played Wizards 101. I wasn't super impressed with it for reasons you probably understand. But if you're curious, I'm going to go ahead and say that I think WoW currently has the actual best housing I have personally seen in MMO, and I'm not saying that facetiously. It is kind of scarily good. It is bonkers good. Basically take everything that, say, Lotro and Wildstar did right, and then do it better. And that's the WoW setup. It's kinda silly. And that's before we get into, like, the sheer depth of how much you can do with the interior. Yeah, I'm not surprised either. It's just, wow. Very true, Huther. I'll actually agree on that. Ignore the fact that you can buy emotes for real money in FF14. Oh, it's a lot, Mr. Red. It's a lot. It is intimidating, absolutely. I'm kind of personally waiting for an add-on to really help me keep track of all the housing decor I don't have. Yes, I know there are in-game metrics to find the housing decor I don't have. I want a frickin' to-do list, right? Speaking of, if you did any class stuff, the overhaul stuff on a character in Legion, not Legion Remix, the original Legion, make sure to log on them, because each of them will give you more decor for your housing. FYI. Housebound. Also, favorite song in all of Metroid Rider. I don't see it. This version even, yeah. Homebound. There it is. Thank you, Uthor. Appreciate it. I do too, Ross. In fact, actually, if you'll forgive me, back when I was still doing music mixes, the mix I picked for Metroid was specifically that song. I gotta find it now. Oh god, of course I don't know what it's called. We played Metroid after Mega Man, right? And after FF14, there's Lufia. It's gotta be like right here. Oh my god, that's gonna annoy me. I might walk away from this because I can't find this song quickly. Here, let's just hit play again. I thought I'd be able to find it quickly. There it is. Quiet Robe. It's literally called the Lore Walker's Burn because that's how guild neighborhoods work. Yeah, we do have an alliance neighborhood because we voted, put simply. And it was unanimous that everyone wanted the alliance one. Although, if I'm being honest, actually flying around the Horde one, I really like the Horde one. They're both great, don't mistake me, but, like, it's not as one clear winner as you'd think, as it sometimes tends to be. Oh, is that out already, Ruthless Tim? Wow. Didn't realize it was already out. There's one area in the Duskwood area I like, Uthor. Can you guess where it is? Unfortunately, there's no plot right next to it. I'm really sad about that. Bingo. Right next to the Moonwell. I love that Moonwell spot. Just absolutely adore it. I'm still doing the audit in the background, by the way, before you think I'm just sitting here chatting about WoW. 2. Spartan, you can have one Alliance house and one Horde house. Only a little bit, Uthor. If you're pointing to a specific thing, no, probably. But I've seen a bunch of interactions. Okay, so... Oh, super duper no, Blade to Ball. No. Super isn't as good as, say, Mega Man X1 in terms of designing their own sound program. But Super has a completely custom program. Written from the ground up for this game and none other. It's funny when you think about it. Oh, wow, that's great. Yeah, I've noticed they've really tried to make it a place where you can just hang and just hang out, right? Just do whatever. Which, honestly, yeah. Obviously, most players are just going to be interested in the cosmetics and customizing their houses, and that's fine, and that's already a very, very, very robust system. But I do appreciate the amount of effort they've put into the atmosphere of it. Probably some similar samples played to all at that point. If I were to guess. Yeah, exactly, Ruthless Stone. Yeah, when last night we popped in for the first time and just went on a tour of the neighborhoods, literally just flying around, walking around, taking in the sights. We spent like a solid 30 minutes before we even started thinking about specific plots. Lol, Luthor. Okay, I think that's everything. Oh, nope, I'm wrong. Okay. Let's do a really quick audit. I sincerely doubt this is going to lead to anything, but I'm going to check. I'm going to do my due diligence. I always do. Oh, Super has such wonderful music. Yeah, me too, Uthor. Also, Huthor, you want to make fun of me? I teared up just a little bit, Okay, a lot. When the welcome home thing showed up, when you finally pick a plot, because the music cue. I don't know if it's a planned cue or if I just got lucky, but the music swell right when that hit was just oh okay. Exactly. Yeah, you get it, Talia. WoW's been my home for a long time. Long time. Okay, this is gonna be funny if this is true. Um, yeah, I think it is gonna be true. That's really funny. Replayability. No, no. I'm sorry. No. I'm not giving the replay plus to this. It doesn't deserve this for second. It really doesn't deserve the third, and I don't think it qualifies for the first. Although, amusingly, I might replay this game someday. Like, one more time. But... is that the CNC clone or the StarCraft 2 clone, Whisper? I'm asking sincerely. I've lost total track. There's like 3 RTSs that are those 2 categories. Okay, that's the CNC one. I've heard better things about that than the other 2, so make that what you will. Yep, no. So, okay. So, I wonder if Kennex Cow was there. I'm looking forward to Dorf. I've been trying not to follow it because they've been doing pretty regular updates, which is a good thing. But I don't want to hear it until they're done, right? So I've just been kind of patiently waiting on that one. Oh, you have no idea, Spartan. Okay, so net +2 to story, same exact as it was before. Net -2 to gameplay. Can anyone tell me the golden number before I tell you anything else? So, Kennex Cow, by virtue of having guessed the highest at -3.69, you win! Congrats! I'll put that towards the Jack Block. Did I follow an order? Yakuza 0. Yeah, that's... is Ross there? Ross isn't there. That is just straight 0. Now let's do a direct comparison. Hang on, so let's say, so that's +2, which is 0.69 per hour at 100%. And then that's -2. And that's -0.69 per hour and 45.83%, which is a 0. So, yeah, so Metroid 1, let's do a correct. So, obviously, same exact story points, but way more dense. 0.23 for the original and 0.69 here. The original had -38 to gameplay, whereas this one has -2. Despite being longer by, like, triple, Metroid 1 had more negative density at 4.5 negatives per hour, whereas this one only had 2/3 of a negative per hour. The original had a ratio of 6.82% because it was just buried in those negatives, whereas this one has a ratio much closer to neutral, which is 45%. And yeah, golden number variance of -123 versus 0. I know 0 isn't a ringing endorsement, but think about the leap up that is. In fact, I can take exactly much. That's 132.72 leap. In fact, hang on. How big of a jump was Zelda 2? So Zelda 2R was 95, and Zelda 2 was -14.4. Hang on, I actually got to pull out a calculator for that. Give me a second. 5.46. So this is actually funny. That is unironically a bigger jump up in quality than the Zelda 2 improvement. Pound for pound. Now, obviously Zelda 2R is a much better game, but still, that's interesting to think about how much that fixed, how many negatives that removed. That is crazy. That was fun. I guess I'll go ahead and do a couple of other things. I do have some houseworky stuff to do, and obviously, I gotta get the bot uploaded and all that. Then I guess we'll play Castlevania.